Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this. Meezy vid is titled PlaqueboyMax got humiliated at the Grammys. Damn. Okay, speaking of the Grammys, I have put up several live performances from the Grammys on my Patreon. We got Olivia Dean, Justin Bieber, Cat's Eye, the D'Angelo tribute. All that is up right now on the Patreon. Check it out. Link down below. Support your girl. Okay, check out those performances. Anyway, let's see what happened with Max at the Grammys. Let's watch.
Max deserves a lot of praise and a lot of credit. Growing up wanting to be a streamer like his idols Bruce Dropomoff and others, he took to Twitch and took over. And while becoming a successful streamer in his own right, he decided that he was going to take on another passion of his, and that was music. And in that time, he has grown himself to a successful Grammy-nominated artist. But even with all the hard work and all the effort that PlaqueboyMax has done, it's still not enough for some people.
Oh, hey. Hi. I have Jamal and Jamal Roberts, American Idol, and can we get a shot of you with the Grammys?
What'd you say?
Is this the Grammys camera?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is E.
No, this is PlaqueboyMax.
Okay.
Told you I'm not cool. Yeah, word. This damn motivation. Clip all it.
Max, I think collectively we all felt that hand on the shoulder.
She ain't shit, girl. And I mean, clearly she don't really know what's going on, but I mean, it just seemed kind of shady because does he look like he's with American Idol or E? Like, I don't know. He looks like a streamer. But, you know, maybe she was just clueless and trying to figure out what was going on. But yeah, that was embarrassing.
But this is an isolated incident. I think that PlaqueboyMax's time at the Grammys just shows how disrespected the industry of streaming and content creation really is. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way for us unemployed. How to stay warm during this season. Now, back into the video. PlaqueboyMax made history as the first streamer turned into Grammy Award nominated artist. Now, we've seen streamers before take on music, you know, make beats, have different artists on their platforms, but Max has done it in a different way. His In the Booth series has gotten notoriety from all the major publications and even had him have some credits on his song Victory Lap. Now, let's be clear, this is something that PlaqueboyMax has been prepping for. At the last Streamer Awards, he talked about this exact moment here.
First off, I'd like to thank God. Without him, none of this is possible. I'd like to thank my friends and family back home. I love to thank FaZe. Without joining FaZe, I would not be where I am right now. Shout out my brothers, but most importantly, I'd like to thank 5 Star. The next time I hold a trophy, it's gonna be a Grammy.
There we go. And so here we are. The day has finally arrived. Max has cut his hair, put on a tuxedo and a turtleneck, and is on the Grammy red carpet. The energy should be high, but honestly, the energy feels kind of off. Now, because of the nature of the internet, it did feel funny on surface that he got sunned by the publicists for these artists. I do like how Max did say that this is a learning lesson for him, but I want to give a little bit of pushback, Max. You can work as hard as you want to, but the industry has shown us over the course of X amount of years that there's going to be an inherent disconnect, whether it's based out of jealousy, whether it's based out of hatred, whatever it is. But the streaming world and the traditional media space, even though it seems like it's getting closer, I still feel that disconnect. The reason why I say that it seems like it's getting closer is because we do have certain publications like Complex and Pitchfork that have done things surrounding artists or streamers before in their publications, on their websites, etc., etc. But if you remember, every single time that they do this, they seem to not be able to do their due diligence and respect the streamer in question. Remember when cameraman Chris got in trouble for talking to somebody who was a younger person and it got blasted all across social media? I remember seeing that Complex article, and it wasn't cameraman Chris in the picture. It was AMP Chris. It seemed to be some half-assed job by, I don't even want to call him an intern, because I would assume that an intern is young enough to know the difference, but by somebody who probably is an unk thinking that they're cool by getting into the mix of this situation. And ultimately, it was disrespectful as fuck. A situation like that occurred when PlaqueboyMax was walking the Grammy red carpet and was asked to do an interview by Pitchfork. He was quickly put on game to an article in which they disrespected PlaqueboyMax and his artistry endeavors.
Actually, I'm good off Pitchfork. Young Twitch streamer tries to become a rapper. Fuck out of here, nigga. Alright, fuck out of here. Stop playing with me. I didn't even never seen this. I don't care about the rating, but don't say I'm trying to do something I did do. Fuck fuck out of here. But it's fine though, Chad. Remember that type of shit. No bad blood though. Shout out them. Bro, people are entitled to their opinion. Don't play with me like that and diminish my shit by calling me a twist streamer. I know what niggas be doing when they do that. That's just corny. They would have said PlaqueboyMax released his album and it was some sounds. The sound wasn't good, super unpolished. All right.
Now, the writer of said Pitchfork article did come to Twitter saying that he didn't expect for his article to be pulled up on a Grammy red carpet. And I'm assuming that he probably didn't mean any sort of harm. At least that's what he's going to say. But honestly, it became clear as I read the last few sentences of that article that these guys aren't fucking with this new era of streamer turned artist. He starts by making a comparison from when Drake went from being on Degrassi to being an artist, all the ridicule that he had to go through, and saying that PlaqueboyMax is going through something similar. And so in the final portions of it, he references Drake's commentary about Kai Cenat's Streamer University, in which he says, "It's my belief that the individuals that attend this program and that are sitting watching this video are the next shift in media," he said in a pre-recorded video, comparing their plight of being ridiculed to the reality TV stars of yore who now rule the world. If this is true, we might be in for a new overlord of uncool and a new generation of amorphous artists streamer entertainer guys, characters in a constantly expanding online universe whose main goal is to infiltrate your algorithm and capture your attention using every avenue possible. Now, kids everywhere are reaching for PlaqueboyMax's faux opium schlock on Spotify as they might for a Feastables at Walmart for the simple fact that they trust content creators who burn holes into their retinas more than faceless corporations. What's more ironic about this is you'd be hard-pressed to find a popular rap record more mind-numbingly anonymous this year. I don't know, I felt like that was a little bit jabby and diggy. At the end of the day, I feel like this is a slight. No different than when Kai Cenat talked about how all these other streamers could be different things. They could be voice actors, they could be actors, they could be all these other creative things. But ultimately, they may be fighting a different fight that Kai Cenat is fighting. It's not mental health, but it's how other people classify them. It's how other people put them in a box as opposed to let them expand. A perfect example of this is later on that night when PlaqueboyMax, in a room full of cameras, gets his cameraman stopped and said that you can't be here, you can't go down this path by some sort of security guard.
Hopefully that's not ready before, bro. What's up? What are you talking about? Yes, he is. Like, what the fuck? Come on, big bro. Chill. You gotta calm that down.
Something that we've seen time and time again. Security guards not securing shit, as Agent would say, and overstepping their boundaries. Why? Because Max doesn't look the part to them. It's crazy because he was in a room full of literal cameras. I can't stress that enough. Now, the internet is split on this concept that I'm trying to lay down. Some are watching moments where famous actor, famous celebrity, famous artist is passing by PlaqueboyMax and totally gets ignored as a sign that says, hey, if you're not iShow Speed or Kai Cenat, nobody will care about you.
Wait, who is bro? Who is that? What the hell? Wait, who is that? Do you know who that is? What'd you say? Yo, I like yo. Nah, bro. Why you just air my shit like that?
And some are criticizing how PlaqueboyMax himself carried himself at the Grammy Awards on the red carpet.
PlaqueboyMax here live at the Grammys.
Yeah.
Is this real?
Nah, it's just amazing. I swear. Like, it's amazing.
I swear.
It's a wonderful day.
That when you are taking a victory lap, do you listen to music to celebrate?
Yes, it's just so sensational.
Sensational, future.
Yeah.
Is there a song, you just can't get it out of your head right now, it's on loop?
I just blocked a bit because she was 16. Yeah, you feel me? Real shit, because that's real shit, though. You feel me? We don't do that. We don't do that.
Towards the beginning, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I was going to say that, you know, a lot of these artists, these rappers and stuff, they don't get on the fucking carpet and have these interviews and be super articulate, so why y'all expecting that from him? But the more it went on... Sir, Jesus.
Yeah, you heard about that new V-Vet?
Yeah, that he
You didn't get the drop, though?
I did. I was not a part of that.
Bro, you gotta get on the email list.
Are you trying to set me up?
Can you sing on this line?
It's a little goofy.
I pinned it a face today.
Oh my God.
Just drop it. If there's one one man I want to win a Grammy tonight is this one because of pure manifestation.
Some are saying that this is what PlaqueboyMax and other streamers deserve, simply due to the fact that they don't fit in with the in crowd. They're not a part of what's norm. They shouldn't get the same pub, they shouldn't get the same praise as everybody else. Now, for what it's worth, I think PlaqueboyMax took it all on the chin, and even he claims that he'll grow up and be better, work harder, do better next time.
I don't know if y'all saw the clip of me getting did like the store runner. My nigga, they did me like one of them store runners at the studio. Boy, go get me some Welch's. Nigga, go get me some motherfucking Arizona tea. Bitch ass nigga, get me a Charger. And there's nothing wrong with that. That lady didn't know me. That's cool. You feel me? She didn't know who I was. This world has 7, 8, 10 billion people in this bitch. Honestly, I might have 15. Because really think about it. Who the fuck lives in?
She didn't have to know who he was, but I don't know. I just think it's odd to walk up to a random camera and be like, "Is this E? Is this for American Idol?" Is this, I don't know. I just think that's odd. But yeah, maybe it was an honest, just misunderstanding. I don't know.
Land and nobody lived there. I don't care if it's negative 50 dicks. King, there gotta be people living there, and we're not even gonna get into that. My whole point is, there's mad people on this earth. There's probably people on other planets, aliens. Never heard who the fuck is PlaqueboyMax. Who is that, nigga? Is that a dentist? He fixes people's teeth? Real shit though. Niggas call me either PlaqueboyMax or niggas be calling me Blackboy. Is his teeth fucked up? Blackboy. That's just how it goes. So what does that mean? Let's work harder so that the world know my name. Because it'll happen eventually. Like, I'm going to get there. I'm literally documenting, and I am streaming my whole process of my whole career.
But I think that what PlaqueboyMax experienced and other creators before him have experienced is the problem with the industry. They're old, they're slow, they're not accepting of change. They're gatekeepers. They have hierarchies. They have people that have been on a waiting list for a long time, and ultimately they don't want to let you skip the line just because you got a little bit lit or you got a little bit popping on some sort of platform. So what they're gonna do is
yeah, and I mean, this is not new at all. It's always been like this. Like, you have to kick the door down. Nobody is gonna give you anything or be like, "Oh, you got a little bit of buzz. All right, hi, we're so interested in you." That's not how it works. And especially when you come from a different industry like streaming, which is so different than this space. Just like with Drake, they brought him up. Drake was accepted because he kicked the door down. They had no choice but to accept him because he had so many great songs and he was making such big moves and having so much influence and he was everywhere. So it got to a point where it's like, okay, we can't keep, discrediting you or diminishing you because you come from Degrassi or whatever. It's like, okay, we accept, we submit. And that's what you got to do. So, I mean, he has the right attitude that he's going to keep working hard and he's going to get to a point where they have to accept him and there won't be no confusion about who he is. So, yeah, that's just how it goes.
Alienate, they're going to ostracize, they're going to demean you, they're going to belittle you, and they're going to do all these things to keep you out of the place and space in which you probably should belong in. Now, this is no knock on any of these other entertainers or creators, but think about how creative somebody is, that they took a camera, a microphone, and blew that up to being worldwide known and instant famous. Those are the things that some of these streamers are doing. The PlaqueboyMaxes, the iShowSpeeds, the Kaisenats. So why in the world would they be kicked out or gatekept from some things and industries that need help? I do appreciate those that have helped people along the way. Just last year, Kevin Hart had to come out and publicly say that he was not going to host the BET Awards unless Kaisenat and Drewski were going to be there. And ultimately, when they went to the red carpet event and the awards as a whole, I think it was like really fire content. But nonetheless, the reason why Kevin Hart did that is because he saw the future. He saw what is to come.
Kai's such a monster, man. Like, I don't think people realize how big Kai's audience is.
Yes, we do.
Kai's fan base is insane. Like, you're talking about somebody that's talking in front of a computer for hours on end, and he holds anywhere between 300,000, 400,000 people, but 8 to 12 hour periods that don't move. Like, when we did those streams, you're putting up Super Bowl like numbers. We had at one point like 900,000 people in that fucking stream watching for hours on end. So I told him, I said, look, man, I want to show you guys ways to like give your audience more and ways to do more. So I came up with some dope ass ideas, concepts for us to rock in. something together, but stay true to the space of what they're doing. So Drewski, I know he came and he was like telling you guys about the movie. I don't want to tell you what it is, but it's a big idea that we're working now. But I was like, to do it, you guys got to educate yourself on things in this space. So it wasn't homework. I was like, understand production, understand how movies are made, understand the look and feel, so that when we're talking and ideating, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't want to talk to you and you gotta go.
I did think that was the next step for Kai. I thought he was going to fall into like acting and whatnot. So it is interesting that he went into like fashion.
Backwards and track what we're talking about. So the homework, quote unquote, the homework was more about get this concept and then like let's get to
Just because didn't he do like a movie with Ray or something, or they did something, a TV show? I don't know. But I remember seeing a clip of it.
And let's make the shit funny. But I got to really like creating the shit and developing it.
Right now, I think creators are still in this novelty phase. What I mean by that is these bigger entities that are chasing a younger audience on a hope and a whim don't want to invest any real money on them. So what they'll do is some sort of manufactured slop job to get them out there. Sure, we'll give you courtside seats, but we won't give you any sitting at the round table. We won't even let you have any sort of creative control over what goes on these broadcasts and productions. We'll just allow you to be on the main page of the social media sphere, for our bigger company. But I'm sorry to say, gang, Kai Cenat is pulling more views than some of these professional basketball games. If you don't roll out the red carpet for him or other content creators like a PlaqueboyMax, then you're probably going to be losing. I don't think that PlaqueboyMax failed at the Grammys. They're just not hip as to what's going on. And I don't mind people gatekeeping to an extent, but don't give me that half-assed handshake like you're about to accept me into your industry when we know you're really not. Now, I will say Max's story is just one side of it. He's somebody who dipped his toe in it. But what if I told you there's a creator out there named Markiplier, OG in the game, who is not...
I don't care about him. But yeah, that's really dope that he got nominated for a Grammy. Like, I love when streamers, YouTubers, influencers cross over into other avenues and succeed. So shout out to him. But yeah, I mean, he does have a long way to go. This isn't an industry that is super accepting unless you are really making, big waves and making buzz and all of that. So yeah, I mean, it'll happen with time if he just keeps at it. So shout out to him. Good luck to him. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.